Okay, so I'm tired. Didn't sleep last night. Didn't really sleep much the night before, but I feel like this is just circadian rhythm disruption. I was getting to bed like 11 o'clock at night, allowing myself to get my brain stimulated late in the evening. Should have wrapped up with things sooner. So I don't think this is an inherent problem with carnivore, which I've been doing for the last 6 months, and that's been helping me recover from insomnia. I had like my heels were like cracked and bleeding, and they're completely healed. Like they're not cracked at all, not bleeding anymore, completely healed up. I can walk around without them cracking or anything. So that's a really good indication that I'm healing because for the last 6 months ago, for the 12 months previous, my heels were cracking and starting to bleed, which was kind of like leading up to me not sleeping because I started not sleeping about 13 months ago is my the onset of this episode. But now I'm sleeping more. When I sleep, I typically sleep like 8 to 10 hours, sometimes 12 hours, and I probably just need to force myself to like stick to like 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours, because the 12 hours probably like getting 12 hours 3 days in a row probably is making me feel like I can just stay up later, and then that messes with the circadian rhythm that's coming back fragilely. So I'm just gonna be sticking with carnivore and continuing to eat beef, salt, water, take my supplements, magnesium glycinate, salt, B complex, tyrosine, all these things. I'm gonna cap myself some of those in a second because it's gonna make my brain wake up a bit more. And I got a gym membership recently. It's like my eye is itching, but I got a gym membership recently. So I'm using the steam room a lot more, and I like the steam room doing pull-ups. I don't really have anywhere to do really good pull-ups, and I've just been doing like scapular raises as well, and just using exercise as a medicine. I really enjoy doing that. Kettlebell swings, all that, just like doing that throughout the day, and I've built up now to the point. This is fun. I was talking to this guy I met at the gym yesterday about this. Like he was saying that you got to build up to things. So it's like in the same way I'm building up my sleep. You have to build up to training frequently. Like this guy was pretty jacked and he was doing calisthenics and stuff. We are talking about jiu-jitsu. He was telling me he was like 24. He's like, oh, I wish I wrestled in high school. I was like, bullshit. You could have puked at the trash can with us, but you didn't want to. You didn't want to. But you can. You can still come back and you can do jiu-jitsu. You can just go sign up. Like just go to a gym, just go check out some gyms, just start showing up. Um and he was into that. But we were talking. One thing he mentioned is that people don't understand that they need to work up to their training goals. You can't just start training every day of the week. I don't even train every day of the week. I actually train 5 days a week, 3 weeks a month. That's it. I don't like. I guess jujitsu is maybe like 7 days a week. I guess sometimes, including jiu-jitsu, I'll take a week off, like a day off or something. But I train like 3 weeks on, 1 week off, and I try to take at least 2 days off each of those weeks. And sometimes take a little longer off. I try to take 2 months off a year, and I'm just building up to the point where I can just do like it took me a while to build up to the point where I could do kettlebell swings every day, like or as often as I'm doing, which is at least 5 days a week, 3 weeks a month. It took me a while to be able to build up to doing like more than 50 kettlebell swings like 5 days a week, 3 weeks a month. That took me like 6 months, 8 months to build up to that, like 8 months. And I could like deadlift 550 pounds, and I've squatted 400 pounds, and I've benched 335, all without any equipment, just in my basement. And I've like snatched a 106-pound kettlebell before. So it's like for me to really slow it down and work up to being able to just do over 50 swings a day, like 5 days a week, 3 weeks a month with like a 53 or a 70-pound kettlebell. It's kind of like it feels embarrassing. I'm like, come on. I can't like just skip the line. Like I can't just like that's my nerve damage is permanent, victory is forever shirt. But I can't just like skip the line. I can't just like you know what I mean? Like I can't move past that. I can't just like jump to doing more. I can't like progress faster. And this is kind of why I've fallen in love again with carnivore, I guess. And then carnivore's just a survival thing, but like carnivore, kettlebell swings, body weight exercises, solo movement drills, walking barefoot, hiking barefoot, all these things. It's like it's not glamorous. It's not like doing like some world crusher workout that's like just absolutely crazy and like, oh my god, it's the end of the world, like you just did the craziest workout ever. It's not like doing that, but it builds over time and it keeps me in a state where I'm fresh, and it's just like it's real, like it's very real, and I'm at the point now where I'm like I'm really I guess like maybe I'm like a year out from being in the best shape of my life if I continue at this point. Like next year, I'll probably be in the best shape of my life because I was in such good shape when I was 21. Like I was just that was the best shape I've ever been. I'm 26 right now. 21 was the best shape I've ever been, but I was just it was crazy. Like I would just wrestle wrestlers and win. I would like go against like anyone in jiu-jitsu and like win because I was just in such good shape. I just teleport right to the back. All my movements were so crisp. It was really, really, really awesome. Um, and I remember I did a tournament like 2 years ago. That's the last tournament I did. It was 2 years ago. And I was just in terrible shape, but I was like, whatever, I just have to do this to kind of like prove to myself I still got it. And then I was in the middle of the tournament and I was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna like get so effing injured. I'm so out of shape. I've got like this dad bod. What did I get myself into? And I managed to pull out a win though. I managed to like snap the guy down, spin around, rear naked choke for the win. And it felt so good. And I still I go over what it felt like to sink that rear naked choke in almost every day. I remember that. I remember that rear naked choke. Oh my god. I literally remember exactly what it felt like because I was so desperate to get that. I was just like, oh my god, like I hadn't been doing any of my exercises. I just signed up and I was like, I don't know, God will like preserve me or something. Like I just had faith in my understanding of the techniques. I was so out of shape. And that was like the one technique I was able, not the one technique, I did like arm triangle a dude. And then like I held mount on like two other dudes. Um and then I think I should have won this other match, but they just gave him a ton of points for like pulling guard, and I was really just taking him down. But at this point though, I was just so exhausted and this guy had beaten me before, and I just was like, I can't surrender to it. So but it was terrible. That was a horrible feeling. And I was talking to my brother afterward. I was like, yeah, I think I should just get in the shape that I was in when I was 21, even if it takes a few years, and then go back to competing. So I'm gonna do a tournament this summer. I'm gonna pick one out and do one this summer, so that I can kind of just get a feel for it again, like get a feel for strangling someone in a live tournament. Because I'm in really good shape now. But I'm gonna do some more drilling with my brother before that happens, because the drilling is really, really essential. It's very essential to make the submission smooth. And like, cause like it's the thing jiu-jitsu athletes don't understand is like just drilling, like drilling finishes from dominant positions, like just getting it so fluid that you can just hit it on anyone. Um, just got a strange text from my friend who wrestles. Love that guy. I just saw it on the top of my phone. But like that's really like the snap down from wrestling. It's like that snap down. Like I've done so many snap downs that it's like, oh god, I've done so many spin arounds. I've done so many rear naked chokes that it's like I can pull that off. And that's really, you don't forget those things. First submission I ever pulled off in my fight club my freshman year of high school in the cemetery was rear naked choke. Broke my nose. It's a little crooked. You can see because like if I turn my face this way, it looks like it's straight on, but now it looks like my face is turned. So my nose is crooked, but I still look like a handsome devil. So it's about the most amount of like maybe asymmetry my face can handle while still keeping me incredibly good looking. I don't know. Hmm. I guess I'll just like leave it. I don't really feel the need to get surgery on it, though. I guess like face could always be more symmetrical, but I've started like appreciating that more as an adult. Like as a kid, I didn't give a shit what I looked like. But now as an adult, I'm like, people treat you differently based on how you look. So now, like having my nose I guess it's whatever. It's just a reminder to keep my hands up ultimately. Like, it's like, would I even be more attractive if my nose is completely center? Things I think when I'm not sleeping. I'm like, would I be more attractive if my nose is like completely center? Maybe slightly, like maybe just a little bit, but yeah, there's no point in doing anything about it now. Do I wish I'd done anything about it at the time? Not really, no. I guess like it helped me become less neurotic overall. I guess ultimately, like it did just help me become less neurotic. It's really just the glow that emanates from who you are anyway. Like, if my nose is slightly crooked, so what? Like, it's not really gonna make a difference. The one thing I have found is that making myself breathe through my nose exclusively has made it a lot easier to breathe through my nose. So that is a nice fast. I also have a scar on my face here. So I guess my face is just it's a little rugged. It's a little rugged, but good. But definitely good. But yeah, it did break. It broke my nose. It's a little crooked. And my face looks a little different forever now because my nose is slightly crooked. Albus Dumbledore's nose is crooked though, so I'm in good company. I really admire Albus Dumbledore. He's a great wizard. Hmm. Took some vitamin D. Vitamin D is like A1. Got a dentist appointment later today, and I had some dark spots forming on my teeth, and I stopped using normal toothpaste because it's got the artificial sweeteners in it. Because why else is it sweet? And the dark spots have like they're going away. And I'm going to a more conservative dentist, so I'll see what he says. But it's never the most fun. But yeah, like gradual progress at things. It's nice. Meditation, something I make gradual progress at that builds over time. Um, want to download all these Terrence McKenna talks onto my MP3 player because Terrence McKenna is just very, very, very genius. But another thought I was thinking of is I was thinking like, why am I sharing so much business advice on my YouTube channel? Because I'm reading Peter Thiel and a lot of these business people, and they talk about like keep secrets, keep your business stuff secret, like don't tell anyone how you're doing business. And I like this confuses me. Like I don't really like this because I like to talk and I like to explain things. So I'm wondering like is this desire to talk fundamentally just me spilling the beans and going to ruin all my chances of business? But I mean, I fundamentally don't really know what it is that I make best. So I could make very excellent videos and people watch my videos and they get entertained by my videos. And then that could allow me to sell books in the future. Maybe my books are very popular. Maybe the supplements I make are very popular. But I think it's incumbent on me to just make a lot and produce a lot because I think the guy who invented the printing or the typewriter died broke. And to invent the typewriter and die broke really to me indicates that you can't control when the market responds or how the market responds. So I think it's best to simply like if the guy who invented the typewriter had become famous for educating people on how to invent things or like mechanics, then potentially that could have drummed up interest for the typewriter within his lifetime. So I think there's a balance. I mean, I'm fundamentally not doing any conspiracies that like the more people know what I'm doing in business, the more people can like buy my products or hit me up for a job or hit me up for some business opportunity or interview me or just simply do more research in the areas I'm doing research and that would benefit me as well. So I'm not like I don't think I'm naive for sharing as much as I share. I think it's fundamentally a good thing to share and share well and be happy to share because like in jujitsu, for instance, like I share all the moves I do in jujitsu, my strategies for jujitsu. And you could say, well, that's really silly. Like, why would you share all of that stuff? And to me, it's just like if I'm trying to hold on to it, like if I'm trying to say, like, oh, like I figured out that Marcelo Garcia matches are like the best teacher you could have. So I'm just the only one studying those. And I'm not going to tell anyone else about studying Marcelo Garcia or Hodger Grace or any of these people. I still think that it limits me because now I'm gonna think that that's all I need to do, and I'm not gonna get the next step, which is like maybe studying someone else or something else or some other aspect of Marcelo's game, or maybe even studying Kale Sanderson, or maybe some sort of aspect of drilling. Like there's other things beyond whatever it is I've conceptualized as the most important thing for me to focus on at the moment within jujitsu. So I ultimately don't want to limit my own thinking. And the same way I don't want to limit my own thinking on um the supplement industry or on any other business venture that I'm doing because there's other things I'll think of going forward. Like there's no real limit on how much creativity I can generate within my lifetime. I mean there is, but it's such a large scale. Like, and with the ability to share information via YouTube, and then with human beings' ability to self-organize, like maybe there's markets on Mars, like literally, like people like go settle Mars. Maybe if I help people settle Mars, that's what helps my business take off. I have no idea. I mean, I think that it's really about self-mastery. I mean, I think the real benefit of me even making the videos is I'm training myself to be disciplined, and I'm training myself to articulate ideas clearly so I can even understand what the ideas I'm expressing are. I'm building a video log. My children can watch this and understand who I am, what I've built, why I've done these things. My family members watch these things, which is kind of cool. Friends of mine watch these things. People I meet at the gym watch these things. It's just kind of cool. Like it's interesting from that aspect, but really it benefits me because I'm thinking these things through. That's why it benefits me. In the same way with business, like business is really some elaborate process of getting your shit together. There's no like, ooh, business secret. Like you just get your shit together to such a degree that you start solving other people's problems. Um Still irritates me. I'm not sleeping as much as I want to be because like I'm like my shit's still not completely together. But business is basically just having your shit so together you're just solving other people's problems. So that's really what I am achieving in my life is I'm just getting my thoughts so together that other people want to consume my thoughts. I'm getting my affairs so in order that I can make an excess amount of supplements for other people if they want to buy them. I am organizing my goals and objectives such that I can like write books and make other products and engage in sales and help other people and like do all these things that allow me to live the life that I'm living. So it's really more about maximizing competence. And I don't think that I think that there's like obviously if I had a conspiracy to like overthrow the United States government, I would keep that more hush hush. But business stuff I think is better shared. I think business is kind of like people self-organizing to solve problems. Fundamentally, and business is fundamentally people using economy resources to self-organize, solve problems, which I think is why economic manipulation is so bad because it's really spontaneous self-organization when it's working properly. So I think that's enough for right now. I gotta go get some work done, but let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or just whatever your thoughts are. Like, comment, and subscribe for more.